Hey everyone, my name is Leonard Vrielink. I'm a tenor and I'm also owner of Artfit Academy, an academy where we help singers find their voice, find their breath, find their body, and also find a way into their career. We cover different topics to help people as good as we can. If you would like to join, the link is in the description and in my bio. Today I would like to talk a little bit about this phenomena of high tone or low tone. There's many different opinions about this, and I'm not going to give the truth what you have to do. I'm just going to share what is my experience with this, because I have been through different methods and one has helped in one way, the other one maybe helped in the other way, but in the end I came back to the basic. And what is the basic? Is the path of least resistance. So what does a high tone do? I think a high tone can be creating for some people, depending on what native language they speak, a very easy, resonant sounding voice. For other people though, this is the contrary. For other people, this makes the sound muffled. It makes the back of the tongue, the root of the tongue, contract, and it doesn't give the result that we want. Now, I, as a Dutch-speaking person, and I'm sure you could already hear that, I have by nature already a pretty flat tongue. Yes, it's sometimes a little bit too thick in the back, but by nature it's not a high speaking sound. We don't have it like Spanish people or Italian people. We have a low tone. And so for me, personally, if I focus too much on a high tone, I lose my top, and I actually did. For a while I was trying this and I lost my top notes, which started to be kind of not as resonant, not as full and easy as they are now. And now it's easy to say this because it's great that I'm finding this more and more, but I want you to encourage you to find what is easiest for you. There is literally singers that sing always with an NG position, like that, and most probably these people will say you have to sing like that because they do, and that's true. But then there are people that love to sing with their tongues almost out, like low, thin, and very forward. And for those people, that's working for them, right? So what is most important in singing, I think, is that you stay more closer to what is good for you and to your own identity. And I think the beauty of singing is that everyone is different and that we all have our own sound. Now, if I go I think my tongue is forwards. I don't think my tongue is up. Let's see if I can do it with the tongue up. I cannot even anymore. I won't do it. It doesn't matter. For me, it doesn't work. And I have found that if I focus more on a released jaw, a forward tone, slender tone, relax, out of the way, I sing way better and I find my resonance. Because in the end, that's what it is about, right? The chords have to close healthily and we have to find our resonance in our sounds. So now when I have to sing higher repertoire, for example, I am practicing this new role that I have to sing very soon, I have to sing some very high notes. If I would try to put the tongue in some kind of round position, I think it doesn't work. I think always on these kind of things, choose this one vowel on top that just makes your sound float, your voice float, and you just want an easy sound that just can come out of your voice and of your body, and that is not being held back by anything, that is not contracted, yes? And my encouragement to you is, look in the mirror, see what your tongue does. Does it contract? Does it naturally do this NG position? because I do think it's great to warm up with these things and use it. If you sing with it naturally, that's wonderful, because then apparently for you, that is what you do naturally. If it though doesn't do that, it's also okay. It's not the end of the world. There have been great singers that sang always with a flat tongue, and for them it worked. There is no one way, like there's no one way to Rome, there's no one way for the voice, and everyone is different. Find what works for you, but focus on a released jaw, released breath, easy breath. Focus on a good support. Focus on this beautiful sternum muscle, like muscle right on the sternum. It's the upper part of the diaphragm that is going out. And so I'll stand up so you can see it better. If you sing, you see this thing going out, that's what you want. Now, I'll stand up for you so you can see this little muscle better. Look at this. See this going out? It stays out. It doesn't go in. So these are the things that I focus on rather than trying to manipulate my tongue in a certain way so the sound sounds darker or older or more dramatic. I have the voice I have, I sing with the voice I do, and also I started having way more fun on stage and in singing once I accepted that I just sing with my voice. And what is my voice? Well, that's for everybody different. For me, it's basically just a sound that is free and vibrating. So I always focus on these things. I focus on the support, and I'll now focus, of course, on the breath. Really a lot on breath. Soft breath. No fast breath, deep breath. Squeeze your hands here and now breathe in your in your back ribs. This beautiful 3D breath is something that also helps me ground and keeps this free, relaxed, out of the way, and that's what you want. So it doesn't matter what tongue position you have, focus on a relaxed tongue. Out of the throat, so no retracted tongue, nothing that goes back. I don't think that's really helpful. Relax, release the jaw, and think about this picture. These horses or wolves, they have these long mouths, right? So I always picture myself having a long mouth, everything is kind of collected, and then there's this collection of sound, and it just comes out. And I think it's very helpful. Yeah, I don't go collection, 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 collection of the sounds. And that makes a sound, in my opinion, warm and easy and keeps my jaw and my tongue out of the way. And that is the main goal of singing. You don't have a lot of resistance and that your voice is free to do whatever it wants and that you can use it for expressing yourself, because that is what technique is about. It's about expressing yourself, and everyone has a different voice and everyone sings differently. There is no one way of singing, and that's important for you to remember. So good luck, look in the mirror, try to see if you can find out what kind of tongue position you naturally have, and let me know in the comments what kind of tongue you like to sing with, and if you have any trouble with that at all, we can see, maybe we can grow together, it would be great.